Wholesome Roots. The garden is really starting to grow. That lettuce back there looks like I could actually start picking for a salad tonight. If I just pick a few outer leaves off of each one, that'll be plenty for us to have a dinner. Decisions. I'm trying to weigh out the pros and cons. I have 2 goats right now that are giving me over a half a gallon. Kitty and Sister Ray. Sister Ray almost gave me a whole gallon this morning. And I feel like the purpose of Daisy and Dominique was to cover that month that I didn't have any milk. So I feel like they've covered their purpose. And ever since I got back from Massachusetts, their milk supply has been low. It has not come back up despite my efforts. So I kind of feel like, they're at the end of the lactation. They had a different person milking them, so it was not as, they weren't getting as much out as I did. So their production went down during that time. Well, now I've got so much milk, I don't know what to do with. Like, I'm gonna have to make cheese and give it away to friends. and I have 2 to 3 that are definitely kidding this weekend coming up. So I'm about to have a ton more milk, and I already have too much milk, kind of. And see, it's so weird. It's like I got more chickens because I needed more eggs because I didn't have enough eggs for all the customers we had. I got more goats because we didn't have enough milk for all the customers that wanted milk. And now here I am with too many eggs and too much milk. And where are all those customers at? They're all gone. Everybody has already found other people to supply their needs. So until the next swing of people need eggs and milk, we're kind of stuck in this limbo where our business can't really make the profit we were hoping to make this year. So that's rough. But on the other hand, we've got plenty of milk to make cheese, and we can make mozzarella and freeze it, so we'll have plenty. I've already got some milk in the freezer, so we'll have milk for when we don't have milk. I need a bigger freezer in order to freeze more milk so that we can have it during the time that we don't have goats in milk. Just thinking out loud here. Decisions. I'm seriously thinking that drying off Daisy and Dominique might be the best plan for right now, because they're giving me a very small amount for the amount of time that I invest in putting them up on the milk stand and milking them. And we're about to have 3 more that are in milk. So if I start gradually weaning these guys off of being milked, then let them dry up, and then their body condition can come back up to breeding standards. You see there's a little bit of hip bone showing. That's because she's in milk. It's completely normal in a dairy goat to have a little hip bone showing. But ideally, before you breed, you want to have that nice and fleshed out with good meat on their bones. Where most of my yearlings all look nice and fleshed out right in that area, and they look really healthy. So they're ready. But the 2 that are in milk, and then my other 2 that kidded in the summer, Hearts and Fancy 2, they're very bony still too. So I'm getting their body condition score up before I breed them again. So we'll see. We're not breeding till fall. I'm thinking these new girls might need a little break a little sooner than I thought I was going to give them a break. But it might be a good thing for them and for us. So all these things to consider when you're running a goat herd. It's trying to make decisions based on what's happening in the very moment that it's happening. You can't predict everything. Definitely can't predict customers. I don't know if you guys can make it out in the cedar tree. Right there, that orange blob. Let's see. There's some right there too. If you see those little orange things that look like little balls of orange in the cedar tree, that is something you have to watch out for if you have apple trees. The cedar gall can infect your apple trees and make them sick too, so you really do have to keep an eye on that. Try not to plant apple trees too close to cedar trees because of that. It's very common here in Georgia. I don't know if it's as common elsewhere. But I was just counting the ducks because yesterday I was 99.9% sure that when I counted them, we were missing one. And we are. And I don't know. There's a few feathers in the pasture inside with them. But there's always feathers out here. But over there on the other side of the fence, I actually found a small clump of feathers. So I think something got one of our ducks, and I'm not sure what. If it was the owl that had been taunting us earlier in the season, or if it was the raccoons that got our chickens, or if it's the possum that's been lurking around. Who knows? At this point, I have no idea. But I do know that this fence was actually not on the night that I noticed one missing. Yes, that one's out. I gotta grab her and put her back in. So the charger over there, we connect across the gateway with a wire, and the wire was not connected to the wire. It was connected to the gate where we leave it when we're opening and closing the gate. So Ryan had turned the fence on, but he did not attach it to the wire, unfortunately. So there was no electricity in here to protect them from ground predators. It's hard, it really is. Predators are a huge issue on the homestead, and it's something that you're always gonna have to face, and you're always gonna have losses no matter how careful you are. So it's hard not to beat yourself up about it, but if you've had predator losses, don't beat yourself up about it. It happens to all of us. And you just have to try to find your weaknesses and improve them. Each time you're gonna get better and better at protecting your herd or your flock. This is for my friend Jen. Jen, I hope you're watching this episode. Look at all them roly-polies. Watch this. Oh, they're not under there. They were underneath the bucket I just moved. And they scurried and scampered trying to hide. Look at all of them. There's so many. Look at them playing dead too. Those aren't dead. They were just moving, I swear. There's a ton of them. Yep, everywhere you look, roly-polies in this barn. So they're not extinct yet, Jen. You just have been missing out, not being able to see them. Brocky here has been very slow to come out of her stall the last couple of mornings. Her ligaments are still tight, but her vulva has become very puffy and swollen and almost open looking. So she is definitely preparing her body for delivery. So we are keeping a very close eye on her. Shady, her ligaments are still there. Her vulva looks about the same, but her udder does look a bit bigger. So they are both preparing for their hopeful delivery next week. That's exciting, huh? Huh, baby? Huh, Julie? Is that exciting? Gonna have some new babies to play with, huh? So exciting, huh, kitty? Alright, you can see where I was trying to pull out the creeping Charlie. Got quite a mountain of it pulled, but you see how much of it is left behind. This was from a fast, vigorous pull and not a slow, concentrated pull. I think it really needs the slow, concentrated variety of weed pulling so that I can get all the roots out. But I did uncover another strawberry plant. We didn't lose them all, just most of them. Probably because of how big the asparagus got, but there are asparagus coming up everywhere. We've got lots and lots of asparagus to eat. They're just boom, 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 boom. Another strawberry plant. Yeah, this is gonna be good. It's not the best it could be right at this moment, but it is going to get better. And we have some asparagus that you see are much, much taller. We left the skinnier ones, and we'll come back through. There's a couple in here I see that are fat enough that I would like to actually harvest them, but we're leaving some to grow to give the roots energy. Garlic is doing amazing. Look how fat the stems are at the bottom. They're just giant. I think we're gonna have a very good crop. I just need to know, when am I gonna see the scapes? I thought I already would, but I think that, like my asparagus, they're probably just taking their time. I thought there were hardneck varieties in here, so I need to make sure. Oh, look at that, the water washed away from my sugar cane. Oh my gosh, we had such a heavy rain that it washed it right down. There's all the soil I covered my sugar cane with. I guess I better cover that back up. All right, that's better. I have been trying to catch up with so many things since we got back from our trip and all the chaos that's happened around that time, and it is really hard to get back on track. I've got many things on my to-do list that I am behind on, and I'm trying to get caught up. So if I am late with anything, please understand. I just only have so many hours in the day that I can get things done in, and this YouTube has taken up quite a bit of that time. I enjoy it though. It's just time consuming. Oh, and look at it. I'm carrying the scoop back with me. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it right here on the path. Ryan will see it. It's a big red scoop. He'll be the next one going down to the barn this evening to feed them again. You see? See what I'm talking about? Not having time to do everything. Not having a memory either. I'm working on it though. I'm doing my best. Thank you guys for watching. You know the drill. We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.